Adventure Racer, thanks for the $10. John, you've been on record for quite some time that Epstein was at least an access agent for Mossad, with the evidence that Epstein Island and other Epstein properties were rife with video and audio bugs throughout, the endless references to Trump in the Epstein files that have so far been released, and Netanyahu's multiple visits to the White House leading up to this most recent Iran action, and I believe before last year's 12-day war. Have you heard any credible discussion in the intelligence community that Netanyahu has video evidence over Trump and has used it to blackmail or bully Trump into action? I'm the furthest from a conspiracy theory guy, but if the Mossad-Epstein connection is true, using the fruits of that relationship to obliterate Israel's sworn enemy in Iran makes sense. If Israel isn't using the info from Epstein now, and for this purpose, then what else would they ever save it for? That's a terrific question. I actually asked this of David Boyce, the famous defense attorney, Hillary Clinton's defense attorney, and one of the most famous defense attorneys that America has ever produced. And he said that he and his staff went through every one of the 3 million Epstein documents in the latest tranche. And he said that they found literally nothing to indicate that Trump was liable to pressure from the Israelis on this issue, that Trump ended his relationship with Epstein before things really got out of hand. And he said the exact same thing about Bill Clinton. He said, you don't have to like Clinton, you don't have to like Trump, but there was no evidence in the files that either one of them had committed a crime. With that said, the Israelis are wily characters, and they're really, really good at intelligence collection. So my guess is that they convinced or instructed or ordered Jeffrey Epstein to have these cameras and microphones installed at all of his properties for the same reason that NSA intercepts all of our phone calls and our text messages and podcasts. Sorry, I haven't slept in 24 hours. I just flew in from Los Angeles, so I'm really tired. Our telephone calls and text messages and emails, just in case someday you need to pressure someone or coerce someone or bribe someone. I think that the reason why Trump does what he does for Israel's benefit is because of the money. You know, there are Jewish American donors to the Republican Party and specifically to Donald Trump and the Trump campaign that don't bat an eye by writing a check for $100 million, right? I mean, we see it. There are at least half a dozen of them. We see it every couple of years. And I think that their one ask is to just do whatever AIPAC tells him to do. And so he does. I think that Trump really believed that these Abraham Accords were a good thing. And you know, they're a good thing if you're Israel, but the Palestinians lose big time because of it. So I think that's what it is. I think it's about campaign money and personal money. Okay.